Um, so probably by now you probably have or have not, or okay, those of you that seen the Predator movie, you already know what happens and everything. I'm not really doing it for, not really making this video for like, you know what? Forget that. I'm just gonna do it because, I mean, I kind of do want to do movie reviews, and now with Venom coming up, I want to do a movie review on that as well. Okay, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Okay, for this is a first just a review. It'll be quick. It One of the reviews I watched, because I kind of watched reviews, try to get some like opinions I can agree with, and I've been following this dude, this guy, Mr. H reviews, uh, and I agree with what he said. I enjoyed 90% of the movie, despite it having some problems, and you can easily tell that there are some reshoots that pretty much messed it up in there. There was some other problems. I did like the Loonies. I know some people don't like that it's a comedy. In this Predator movie, and I think nowadays it's kind of hard to do a serious Predator movie because we know what the Predator looks like, and it's kind of hard to do something different. I mean, you're gonna have to like do probably take it up in space and with the colonial marines and all that. Excuse me. But seeing how it is now with Disney buying Fox, and I guess we're not gonna get that proper Alien versus Predator type movies. But for the comedy, it wasn't all that. Like I didn't laugh at all of it, but I think it was like a 50-50. Half the time I laughed at half of the jokes I laughed at, half they were just like I mean, like kind of um I I do like the gore, and I see that's the thing about the Predator franchise is that it's always rated R, and that's how you. And a Predator movie should always be rated R. You bring it down PG-13, then you already ruined the Predator with that. But ruining the Predator, we'll wait till we get to the spoilers. If you haven't seen it or whatever, or you've seen it. So I think that's it. Overall, I'm just gonna give it like it was a 5 out of 10 for me. I would have given it a 6 out of 10 if it wasn't for that ending. The ending really ruined it for me. So again, like Mr. H review said, like I enjoyed. Well, I agree with what he said. I enjoyed 90% of this movie. Just the ending ruined it for me. So, um, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the spoilers now. So, but probably the most of you who will see this have not seen it, or you may not care about it after hearing the reviews or the yeah whatever. I'm speaking out of my mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, spoilers. Who thought that freaking Iron Predator suit was a good idea? Or War Machine mixed with the Predator suit was a good idea. Good idea. I'll show like a quick sketch I did of it. I don't remember all of it, but it looked a lot like War Machine mixed with the Predator suit. So like, think of a proper Predator, like the I want to say like the Fugitive Predator look, and think of if all bulky armored up with a War Machine tech, and it's got two double flipping cannons or double barrel flipping cannons I call them, and that's supposed to like big old laser guns, and like on its back it's got like geez two sets of lasers, and it has like target locks when it was locking onto the security guards, and it's got like two other laser locks when it was locking onto the to the others as well. That I don't know. I was okay. I watched. Okay, again, I watched Mr. H reviews on this. I didn't watch the spoilers. I only watched the. I watched the review, but not the spoilers. So yeah, he said the ending ruined it for him, and I was really curious. And when they show like that thing where it's like what was coming out with the fugitive predator taught us, or brought for the humans to fight against the predators with. Some part of me thinking it was an alien. Some part of me think it was like some other being out or something. And the next you know, I think for some whatever reason it reminded me. I thought no, for some reason I just thought it was an alien, It was an alien egg. I thought I don't know why, or maybe it was an alien. I don't know why I thought that, but that would have been kind of dumb. But you know, speaking of Alien, Alien vs Predator, yes, there's references to those two films, and I really hate them. And I do own those two movies because my child self thought those movies were good, and I actually enjoyed AVPR more than the first one, despite it having been like really hard to see. Um, yeah, so I think now that I look back at AVPR, that movie was just more of a disappointing, and now that those two AVP films are now, I guess, part of these Predator movies now, so great. Thank you, Shane. um, yeah, I don't. Just the way it ended like that, it was stupid. I saw this movie with my dad and my brother. My dad was pretty. I wouldn't say he was pissed off. He just said it was stupid. And some of the it lacked common sense here and there. I mean, some parts you could question, like if the predator was coming down to bring us or bring down to give the humans this predator weapon, why was it killing other humans? And I think I don't. Yeah, it was just stupid. And I've been watching other reviews saying like, oh, it's trying to establish a universe. Like, yeah, I feel like it is now. When you do something like that, when you do an Iron Predator. Yeah, so it looked a lot like War Machine. I didn't see any dreadlocks from what I've seen. I didn't see the dreadlocks. I just looking at every detail, just thinking like, what the fuck is this? Like what is, like that's not that right there is ruining the Predator. That's not what the Predators do. Oh my god. Another thing too is like I don't like that whole idea of Predators conquering. That's not what Predators do. They only hunt. That's what they do. Why would they want to conquer if they know they can continue on hunting that same planet? Why conquer? But whatever. I think what disappointed me was the fact that you kill off the fugitive predator, or the upgrade killed the fugitive pretty soon. And I was liking the fugitive, especially when he got up from the bed from his when he woke up and he's biting the guy, trying to get off of him, and I was like, oh shit, and he's pretty much massacring everyone in that room. You see one of the guy that's blonde. I don't know what his name is, but I was watching reviews, and I guess he was I think he was the son of the guy from Predator 2, the blonde guy who was after the city hunter, or the city predator. I don't know. I think that's what they're talking about. I don't know exactly, but like that guy got killed off unexpectedly. I was like, whoa, like, because I thought he was gonna play a role in the movie, and no, he got shot in the background, and he was like, don't let him leave. He's telling what was that woman's name? I think her name was Casey. I don't know the actress name. I kind of forgot, but she's like, don't let him escape. And I was like, and then I don't know. It kind of got a little awkward there. Him just standing there. He's like, so you're gonna drop dead, or what are you gonna do? And then it just cut off. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I mean, I was starting to like the Fugitive Predator, but it's just that the fact that the thing that disappointed me was you were advertising this Predator this whole time, and then all of a sudden when you showed the upgrade, it kind of ruined it. Not say ruined it, but you killed him off. I mean, at least they should have let the Fugitive Predator worked along with the humans. Yeah, despite that, yeah, the fugitive was coming down to help humans, but yet it was killing some other people. Speaking of killing other people, after he was massacring, he got some of his gear on. I kind of found it like whoa, like kind of like what the fuck, where he got like a human gun, where he threw the guy up against the wall and grabbed the gun, and he was like shooting that submachine gun across the room, managing to get everyone. I just thought like, well, a Predator learning like shoot a gun real fast. I mean, I think he would have to like mess with it a little, just to know what the trigger's at. I don't know. Like, okay, yeah, the kid's there. I mean, I didn't mind him, but just some things I question. You know, learning like the thing about the kid. Okay, I'm glad that thing didn't happen. Where oh yeah, the kid's gonna be friends with the predator. Like, oh thank God that didn't happen, because if you watched my early review on the trailer, my dad and I said that my dad and I made a joke about it, saying like, oh yeah, the predator's gonna be the little kid's friend. And I'm like, oh God. which is stupid. But no, I'm glad that doesn't happen. But regardless, I still wish the fugitive predator was last until the final battle. Um, about the kid, I don't know. Like, I, I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what like the conditions of Asperger's, is that what they call it, or autism. Like, I don't know that. Like I don't know. Like, I've seen one video where like the guy said he has it, but I don't really. I wouldn't say I get it, but it's like I don't know. Like, how to know if someone has that condition, and if, and so I'm not gonna really say anything about that. Like, I have nothing against people with it. It's just no, it's just that like I don't know how to tell who has it. Like, like I never seen it, or I never met anyone who has it or seen it. So I don't know if that's how the kid who who's playing that he's playing as he has that condition. I don't know if that's done right, so I can't really comment on that. Um, I mean, he did get a little, I wouldn't say annoying. I think he was okay. I thought he was okay. I didn't really have a problem with him, but he was okay. Um. Oh yeah. Okay. Reshoots. The part where the upgrade predator is about to kill the fugitive predator, but when he slammed him onto the car, there was that pit bull right there running across, and then he cuts off. The camera cuts off, and then that's it. We don't see it anymore. And I was led to assume that dog was gonna go with the loonies and the kid. Um, and some parts of the predator that the upgrade didn't make sense. Like after he killed the fugitive and walks away. I mean, wouldn't you want to cover up that? Well, whatever. He kept on what the can't talk. The upgrade predator is walking into the football field. Why isn't he? Why he should have been turning invisible like in the middle of the street or running away. I don't know why he's like walking away and he spits. Okay, the spitting part, yeah, but he's walking away like he's a badass, and he's like the cops already pull up by that predator's dead body or the incident, whatever. And like some parts, I don't know, it just felt stupid. And that part right there really bothered me because like, why would a predator just walk away, not turning on his camouflage? Some predator gadgets I thought were pretty cool. I did like the blood in the beginning where I forgot the guy's name. Oh, Holbrook's character. I think that's the actor's name. He gets like the predator gauntlet, shoots at the fugitive predator, knocks him out. And then when the blood's like right there spilling on it from that soldier the predator killed, and he woke up and you see like those eyes, the yellow eyes, I think. I thought that was pretty cool because it reminded me of the first movie. And yeah, this movie does take some references out of the first two films. I kind of did, and I did see some reviews saying like they kind of cringe at the part where Casey looks at the fugitive predator laying down. He's like saying, and she says like, "Oh, you're one beautiful motherfucker." I'm like, you didn't need to do that. Like that line was not necessary, and I think that was the only part I cringed, because like, why would you say that? And I just thought that was kind of dumb. Get to the choppers. I'm not gonna say anything about it. It's just like it'd be nice you tried something different. Like try a different line. It's just thing with franchises, like they gotta chill out with these I would say references, but they're these one-liners from old movies. So it's like just stop. What else am I missing? I think my favorite part of the Loonies, or I should say the group, my favorite member of the Loonies was Keegan and Thomas Jane. I think those two were like the majority of why I did enjoy the comedy. I think it was those two, but I saw some reviews and some people kind of like took, I wouldn't say offense to it, but like they only use those two, or they use Thomas Jane's character since he has a Tourette's, like in every situation or whenever something's funny they have to use him for it. Yeah, I can see that, but I didn't mind him. I mean, again, I liked him and Keegan interacting, so I did like those two. I forgot what the guy's name. Oh my god, not Nebraska. I think the other guy that's like the guy who said they're big and they're fucking up your idea of tourism or something like that. His death was completely out of nowhere. Hold on. His death was completely out of nowhere, and oh shit, someone's here. Hold on. What the fuck? Oh Jesus! I thought I was caught. That someone's trying to break in my house or something. Um, yeah, so the guy's death was completely out of nowhere. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so he gets the shoulder cannon, and somebody shouts his name. He looks to the left, and he gets his head blown. When I first saw it, I thought he betrayed somebody. Probably about 5 or 10 minutes in, after we see all the rest of the loonies going after the upgrade predator after he steals the kid. I was like, oh, and I realized, oh shit, that guy killed himself, and I was like, oh shit, because I thought he killed Casey or Nebraska. I think that's the guy who puts the cigarette on his tongue to take it out. So I thought he betrayed one of those two, but no, he actually blew his own head off. I'm like, oh shit. I don't know. But the thing is, I think the major problems with this movie was the CGI. I think the more they showed the upgrade predator, the more silly the CGI got. The dogs looked silly. I think that one's still alive too. After they try to help with Boyd, Casey, and the kid in the final battle. I think that dog's still alive, because I know the upgrade just kind of like punched in and like threw it away or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I wish we saw the other two predators. I really did. I really did wish we saw them. That would have been interesting, but who knows? Who knows what it could have been? But I think it would have been better. Yeah, you could tell a lot of scenes from the trailers you saw, they were not in the movie. So much for that. 18. Oh shit. I don't really have much to say. It's average. It's an average film at best. Now, should you go see the movie or not? I'll leave that up to you. At first, okay, so when I first saw this movie, I thought it was a little better than Predators, but then I come to realize it. I think this movie. No, I enjoyed Predators more than the Predator, because it tries to change the mythology and the lore of the Predators and all that. So yeah, so I have to go with Predators. So my favorites are always the first one, then Part 2. Part 2's, like, I guess every Predator fan's been saying underrated sequel. Then yes, I agree. Hey, and by the way, if you haven't noticed already, there is a dance behind the scene video with Danny Glover, with a bunch of Predators in the Predator 2 set. So it's like in the early 90s. Well, obviously it's in the 90s, but it's like the camera slowly zooms in and shows one predator, and he's bringing out other predators, and they're all dancing and all that. And just seeing all that suit looks pretty hard to move in, but that's pretty crazy. They actually all moved in pretty well. Eventually, Danny Glover gets involved, and he's also saying this dance is called the Predator. I was like, nice. But no, it's on YouTube. Search it up right now. Hopefully, it doesn't get taken down anytime soon. It's just put the Predator 2 Predator 2, Danny Glover dance or whatever. You'll find it there. It's an old recording, but you can hear the audio and everything pretty good. There are some re-uploads, but those are with like audio replacement over them. Yet there is an original one. You'll hear all of them. Yeah, and then Predators, and then this one. Probably this movie probably has already ruined the Predator franchise, so great. I don't know. And the thing too is Shane Black helped wrote the first Predator movie. And I was like, and you would think that he would know what he was doing. After that, I mean, great. I don't know, if you're a Predator fan and you're mad, like I can understand if you're mad about this. I'm a Predator fan too. I'm not entirely mad at it. I'm just mad at the fact that like why was that ending necessary? I think it should just been they killed the upgrade Predator and like yeah, they just yeah, and then maybe they stop at a base and then that's it, like, or maybe at the end they look up at the sky and they said like come get us or something like that. I don't know, but that was so unnecessary. That whole Iron Predator suit, it was so unnecessary. But oh, let's see, because I think I checked the budget for this movie. It was like 80 something million, I think, from what I checked that night or that day. So I checked there, and I'm already curious to know how the movie's doing. It's probably gonna make back the money. Hopefully, maybe just barely make back its money. So, and I don't know. And then to be honest, I kind of wanted Dutch to come back, but it looks like that didn't happen. And another thing too was I thought Dutch was gonna be in that little capsule, that big old human-sized capsule thing, or the Adrian Brody's character, or whoever else rolling all these random things. But yeah, so that's gonna be it. I don't know, I think I have 22 minutes, but I just want to get on with it, just get straight to the point. But yeah, is it worth it? I'll let you decide. Maybe it's just best to watch it on the internet or something if you really don't want to waste any money. But it's an average film at best, really. So again, could have been a 6 out of 5, but the ending ruined it for me, so I had to drop it to a 5. So it was a 6, but despite the whole problems with the reshoots and all that, and fortunately since the ending ruined it for me, it's a 5. So 5 out of 10, and yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right to that. Well, we're about a month away, so I should really get started on those 2 other videos and then stop being lazy. But whatever. Anyways, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and I forgot to mention, one of the scenes that my dad thought was really stupid, it's kind of one of the reasons why he doesn't like this film, is when the Predator jumps in and kills all those guys behind the truck, and the guy is asking back there, hey, what's going on? And the Predator looks down in the hand, and I instantly turned to my dad, and he's like, oh my god. I think he had like that, oh my god, like he was disappointed face, and showed that, had that one scene with the Predator sticks that arm through that little hole, giving him a thumbs up, pulls it back, and I'm like, naturally that's not what Predators do. I don't think a Predator would do that. If anything, really, he would just stay quiet and all that. But my dad thought it was really stupid. I thought it was kind of stupid too, because I don't think, why would a Predator do that? Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the hand if it did a thumbs up already, but yeah, but it just so happened that forearm just so happened to make a thumbs up when he was slaughtering all those guys in the truck. Yeah, my dad did not like this movie, so he gave it a 4 out of 10. So yeah, naturally I don't think Predators would do that. And another thing too, I do remember in the scene in the trailer where they did a quick flash of a scene where it looked like the Predator actually was gonna stab the guy with the Predator's blade, but nope, we got that. Well, anyways, see ya.